Hey everybody, Matthew Cooke here, founder and CEO of GTC Golf Academy, and today I'm going to help you hit a 3-wood off the deck. This is a very difficult shot, one of the most difficult shots in golf, because the 3-wood is very much similar with its loft to the driver. There's really not a lot of loft. And it was really designed to get the outcomes similar to a driver, but from the ball being on the ground. So very difficult shot. It's a wood, it's a bigger head, the ball is on the ground, unless obviously you're hitting it off the tee, but even then the tee's a lot lower. But mainly 3-wood off the ground is what I'm going to help you with today. Now, what you've got to understand first, right off the bat, is that the ball is still on the ground, which means if the ball's on the ground, we've got to get this club to hit the ball at, you know, a negative angle of attack. The club has to be descending into the ball. Now, how much depends on the club. This is a 3-wood, so the club, we actually want the club to come in much shallower and almost hit the ball close to 0, but like minus 0.5 to minus 1 down on the ball. Now, if we can get just a slight descending angle of attack, that means that we might take a small divot, or we'll at least brush the grass, and that's a good thing. We want to hit ball first, then we want some interaction with the turf, not much. But what you'll find is just historically the best ball strikers with 3-woods and any woods and the long irons off the ground, they all take small divots, they still strike the ground, and I think that's very important we learn to do that. Often what I see the most is golfers hitting the ball and topping it like that, hitting the epicenter of the golf ball, so it goes really low, scoots out to the right. Just ugly golf shots that really don't really advance the ball forward like you're trying to. But then you see those golfers that strike the ball just really good. They take small divots, so that's what we've got to try to achieve. So, a few things, fundamental things at setup. We have to position the ball slightly forward, not like a driver or not like it's off the tee, but the ball is going to be positioned to the left of my sternum. I still have a wide stance because the club is longer and lighter, so it is going to travel around my body quicker. So I'm a wide stance for solid stability. Ball's forward. The shaft is angled slightly forward, not in the middle, not back, but there's a little bit of shaft lean, not much, just a little bit. Now from there, we want about 50-50 with the pressure in your feet, maybe even just a little bit more on this left side, not much. And our goal is to return to the ball with the majority of the pressure on this left side, sternum ahead of the ball, so the low point is going to be slightly ahead of the ball, a little bit of shaft lean. That's going to get the club to be descending into the ball. That's going to help us strike this thing and flight this thing using the natural loft of the club and just using what the club is designed to do, which is generate spin with the loft, and that's going to get the ball in the air. I also play the Ping G410s, nice shallow club face, so that helps me hit the ball off the deck. I would suggest playing around with different equipment because there are some woods out there that are harder than others to hit. I just find the Ping incredibly forgiving, as well as they help me with consistency. I'm much more consistent with the Ping than I am with some of the other brands. So slightly wider stance, ball position slightly forward. I've got a bit of shaft lean. Now I make the same swing as I've been making for every other shot. I'm just going to try to make sure that I'm on my left side with some shaft lean at impact so I can get a better, more solid strike. And that thing was crunched. Absolutely crunched. So I didn't take a divot, but I did get the club to brush the grass, and I can see the mark. So I probably had that club coming in at maybe less than minus 1 degree, a little less than that, which is perfect. A little bit of shaft lean. Ball flight was quite nice. Hit it right out of the screws. So just to go through that again, we do want the club to hit the ground. Want a little bit of interaction with the ground, not much. Setup, ball position slightly forward. The shaft is leaning a little bit forward. Now I'm going to try to get to my left side on this shot. Oh, that was even better. Now I think that time you will have heard the club strike the ground, and there's a small divot there, and you can see how I hit the ground a little bit more, and that's ball first contact, ground after. So I know that the low point in my swing was almost, you know, pretty close to perfect. And that is how you hit a 3-wood off the deck. Do some practice with it. Like I said from the beginning, it's a very difficult shot. So play around with it, get plenty of practice in, and I look forward to seeing you in another video.